She texted, "Emergency. Need $5,000 wired now for my sister's surgery?" I sent it immediately. Next day, I saw her Instagram, bottle service in Miami with her ex. I didn't call. I just filed a police report for wire fraud. 2 weeks later, detectives showed up at her condo. I, 32 male, am writing this because I need to document everything that's happening. It's been 3 weeks since it all went down, and I'm still processing. And I had been dating for almost 2 years. Not perfect, but solid enough that I'd started thinking long-term. She worked in event planning, made decent money, always handled her bills. We didn't live together but spent most nights at either her condo or my place. Tuesday, September 12th, 3:47 p.m. Middle of a work meeting when my phone started buzzing. 3 texts in rapid succession from Val. Val? Babe, I need your help ASAP. Denise is in the hospital, emergency surgery. They need payment up front before they'll do it. Please, I need $5,000 wired right now. I'm at the hospital, I can't even think straight. My gut dropped. Denise was her younger sister, 26, lived about 2 hours away. They were close. I'd met her maybe 5 times. Seemed like a good kid. Worked as a dental hygienist. What happened? Is she okay? Appendix burst. They said, it's really bad. Infection risk. I'm freaking out. Mom's not answering her phone. I'm the only one here, and they won't operate without payment. Please, I'll pay you back as soon as I can access my savings. It's locked in a CD right now. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't life or death. Here's the thing. I had the money, kept a healthy emergency fund, about $15 sitting in savings, and this seemed like exactly the kind of emergency it was for. Your girlfriend's sister might die without immediate surgery? You help. That's what decent people do. Me sending it now. What's the hospital account info? She sent me routing numbers, account details, some reference number, said it was the hospital's direct payment system to expedite emergency cases. Looking back, yeah, red flag. But in the moment, sister dying, girlfriend panicking, no time to overthink it. I excused myself from the meeting, logged into my bank, and wired $5,000. Confirmation came through at 4:02 p.m. Sent, $5K, confirmation number 847392. Is she in surgery now? Yes. Thank you. I love you so much. They just took her back. I'll call you when I know more. Didn't hear from her the rest of the day. Figured she was stressed, waiting for news. Sent a few thinking of you texts. No response. That was unusual but understandable given the circumstances. Wednesday morning, still nothing. Texted around 8 a.m. asking for updates. Crickets. Started getting actually worried now. Called twice, straight to voicemail. Then around lunch, I'm scrolling Instagram while eating a sandwich. My buddy Derek's story pops up. He's reposting something from this club promoter he follows. Video of bottle service, sparklers, whole VIP section set up, music thumping, people dancing. And there she is, clear as day, Valerie. Laughing, dancing, champagne bottle in hand, guy's arm around her waist. I recognize him from photos she'd shown me months ago. Trevor, her ex from college. The one she said she hadn't talked to in over a year. The video's tagged with the location, club in Miami, posted 11 hours ago, which means Tuesday night, while her sister was supposedly in emergency surgery. I watched it 3 times, tried to convince myself it was old footage, mistaken identity, something. But nope. Same outfit she'd posted in her story the day before, that black dress I'd complimented, same hair, same laugh. My hands were shaking. That specific feeling when reality just flips completely. Everything making sense and no sense at the same time. Pulled up her Instagram. Last post was from Tuesday afternoon. Sometimes you just gotta say yes to adventure, with a plane and palm tree emoji. Posted at 1:23 p.m., 2 hours before the emergency. I sat there for maybe 20 minutes. Part of me wanted to call her screaming. Part of me wanted to send screenshots asking what the actual hell. But something stopped me. Instead, I opened a new browser tab and Googled wire fraud police report. Turns out, lying to obtain money via electronic transfer is wire fraud. Federal crime. Mail and wire fraud statute, 18 U.S.C. Part 1343. I didn't know the exact legal details then, just knew that what she did sounded criminal. And I wanted documentation. Drove straight to the police station, asked to file a report. Got passed to a detective, guy named Harrison, maybe late 40s, looked perpetually tired. Explained the situation. Showed him the texts, the wire transfer confirmation, the Instagram video, her location tags. Harrison took notes, didn't seem shocked. Guess people are garbage all the time in his line of work. You're talking about wire fraud, he said. It's tough to prosecute because we'd need to prove intent to defraud at the time she requested the money, that she knowingly lied with intent to deceive you for financial gain. She told me her sister needed emergency surgery. She was in Miami clubbing. Seems pretty clear. I agree it looks bad, real bad. But she could claim the sister thing was real and the trip was last minute after. Or that she genuinely believed the sister needed help based on wrong information, or a dozen other stories. These cases get messy. So you won't investigate? He leaned back. Didn't say that. I'm saying it's complicated. But lying to get $5,000 via wire transfer? Yeah, we can look into it. Especially with this documentation. Give me everything you have. Screenshots, account info she sent, the whole timeline. I'll start a case file. Spent the next hour giving my statement. He photocopied everything, took down Val's info, her address, phone number, social media handles, said he'd be in touch and to avoid contacting her directly while they investigated. Left the station feeling weird. Not satisfied, not vindicated, just hollow. Like I'd been punched in the stomach and was waiting for the pain to register fully. Still hadn't heard from Valerie by Wednesday evening. Posted an Instagram story that night, her and Trevor at some beachfront restaurant. Best spontaneous trip ever. I blocked her on everything. Instagram. Facebook, texts went straight to a filter folder I wouldn't check. If she wanted to reach me, she'd have to work for it. Thursday, my phone rang from an unknown number. Didn't answer. Voicemail notification. Listened to it. Hey babe, it's me. I lost my phone at the club Tuesday night. Just got a new one. Denise is doing so much better. The surgery went great. I've been so exhausted dealing with everything. Call me back when you can. Love you. The audacity. The absolute audacity of this woman. I saved that voicemail, emailed it to myself and to Detective Harrison. Additional evidence of her maintaining the lie. Didn't respond. 2 days later, Saturday, got a text from an unknown number. Unknown, it's Val. Why are you ignoring me? What's going on? This is really immature. I just went through a family emergency and you're playing games? You know what, screw this. If you want to be a jerk, fine. But you could at least ask how my sister is doing. I screenshot everything, sent it to Harrison, didn't reply to her. Update 1. It's been 2 weeks since I filed the report. Things have progressed in ways I didn't expect. Last Monday, Detective Harrison called, said they'd made contact with Valerie, brought her in for questioning. She initially stuck to the sister emergency story. They asked for hospital records, Denise's contact info, any documentation of the surgery. According to Harrison, she became evasive and requested a lawyer. That's usually when people realize they're in actual trouble. He said, we're pursuing this. Wire fraud investigations take time, but you've got solid documentation. Her changing story doesn't help her case. What happens next? We build the case. Interview her sister if she's willing to talk, pull phone records if we can establish probable cause, document her Miami trip, verify she received and spent your money. It's a process. Meanwhile, Valerie's attempts to reach me escalated. My buddy Eric got a message from her on Facebook. Can you tell your friend to stop being a child and talk to me? I don't understand what I did wrong. Eric, bless him, screenshot it and sent, dude, what do I say? Nothing, block her. Then her best friend Brittany called me. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. What is your problem? Brittany launched in immediately. Val is crying every day about you ghosting her. Do you know what she's been through? Her sister almost died. Interesting, I said calmly. Denise almost died from appendicitis while Val was in Miami posting bottle service videos? Silence. Yeah, I continued. The emergency surgery that required immediate payment was fake. She scammed me out of $5,000 to fund a trip with her ex, so you can tell Val I'm done and she can stop playing victim. That can't be true, she said. I've got the Instagram evidence. Her flight records show she left Tuesday afternoon before texting me, and the police are investigating wire fraud. Tell her to get a good lawyer. Hung up. Probably shouldn't have said that much, but the entitlement was too much. Her friend calling me the bad guy when Val literally stole from me. Brittany must have told her about the police part because that night I got 7 texts from a new number. Unknown. You called the police on me? Unknown. Over a misunderstanding? Unknown. Are you insane? Do you know what this could do to my career? Unknown. Event planning is all about reputation and trust. You're trying to ruin my life over $5,000? I was going to pay you back. Unknown. This is harassment. My lawyer said I can sue you for defamation. Hope you're happy. You've destroyed everything. I forwarded them all to Harrison. Didn't respond. But that "I was going to pay you back" line? That's admission she took the money under false pretenses. She just couldn't help herself. Wednesday, I got served. Not criminally. That's all on the police side. But Val filed a civil suit against me for defamation and harassment. According to the papers, I'd maliciously spread false claims about her to mutual friends and authorities, causing severe emotional distress and reputational damage. The specific damages she claimed, $25,000. I laughed. Actually laughed out loud reading it. She stole $5,000 and is now suing ME for $25,000. The entitlement was genuinely impressive. Called a lawyer that afternoon. Guy named Patterson, came recommended. Explained everything, showed him the documentation, the police report, Val's lawsuit. This is frivolous, Patterson said immediately. Truth is an absolute defense to defamation. You reported a suspected crime to authorities with evidence. That's not harassment. It's your legal right. She's trying to intimidate you into dropping the police complaint. Can she do that? She can file whatever she wants. Doesn't mean she'll win. In fact, this probably helps the criminal case. Shows a pattern of manipulation and attempting to cover up fraud. I'll file a response. We'll get this dismissed and likely get her to pay your legal fees for wasting the court's time. Felt good hearing that. Patterson said to document every contact attempt from Val or her people. Don't engage, and let him handle the civil case while police handled the criminal investigation. Thursday night, my doorbell rang. My apartment building has a camera system, so I checked the app before answering. Valerie's mom, Claire, standing there looking furious. Didn't open the door. Hit the intercom button. Can I help you, Claire? You need to come down here and talk to me like a man. I don't think that's necessary. What do you need? What I need is for you to stop this ridiculous police nonsense. Do you have any idea what you're doing to my daughter? Your daughter lied about Denise needing emergency surgery to scam me out of money for a Miami trip with her ex. So yeah, I have an idea. That is not what happened. There was a miscommunication. Denise was having health issues. Claire, the police have evidence she was already in Miami when she texted me. Her flight records, hotel reservation, everything. There was no emergency. So what? She made a mistake. You're gonna ruin her life over $5,000 that she was planning to pay back? If she was planning to pay it back, she wouldn't have lied about why she needed it. Wire fraud is a crime. I reported a crime. The rest is up to the police and prosecutors. We can pay you back right now. I'll write you a check. Just drop the charges. That's not how it works. You can't buy your way out of criminal investigations by reimbursing the victim after you get caught. And I didn't press charges. I filed a report. The state decides if charges get filed. She started crying. Please, she's my baby. This will destroy her future. She made a bad choice, but she doesn't deserve to go to jail. She's 29, Claire. Old enough to know that lying to steal money has consequences. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, but I didn't create this situation. Val did. I ended the intercom. She stayed outside for another 10 minutes, eventually left. Felt bad for her, honestly. But not bad enough to let her daughter get away with fraud. Update 2. 3 weeks since the police report. Last week things got intense. Detective Harrison called Tuesday morning. We've built a strong case, pulled her phone records with a warrant. She called Trevor from the airport Tuesday afternoon before texting you about the emergency. Her bank records show she deposited your wire transfer and immediately paid for her hotel upgrade and club reservations. Her sister confirmed she had no medical emergency and had no idea Val was using her name. So what happens now? The DA's reviewing it for prosecution. Wire fraud is federal, so this could go to the U.S. Attorney's Office. That said, for $5,000, they might not take it. Could end up as state charges, obtaining money under false pretenses, theft by deception, Either way, she's looking at charges within the next few weeks. My stomach did a weird flip. This was real. Like, actually happening. Part of me expected it to just fade away, dismissed as a civil matter between exes. But no. They were actually pursuing criminal charges. Thursday, my work phone rang. HR. Never good. Hey, we received an interesting email this morning, my manager Dana said, from a Valerie, last name. Claims you've been harassing her, stalking her online, and making false reports to police to retaliate against her for ending your relationship. My blood went cold. That's completely false. I figured. But protocol says I have to ask. What's the real story? Explained everything. The wire fraud, the police report, her lawsuit, the evidence. Dana listened. Took notes. Okay, so she's trying to get you fired as retaliation for reporting her crime. That's what I thought. Thanks for being straight with me. Document this call, keep copies of everything, and let me know if she contacts the company again. We're not entertaining frivolous complaints from criminals. Hung up feeling shaky. Val was trying to destroy my job now. The entitlement kept finding new levels. Friday, got a text from Denise. Val's actual sister. Hey, I don't know if Val told you, but the police contacted me about her using my name for some fake emergency. I just want you to know I had nothing to do with that. I'm horrified she did that. Me, I appreciate you reaching out. I didn't think you were involved. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. She's been calling me non-stop trying to get me to lie to police and say I was sick that day. I refused. What she did to you is messed up. She did the same thing to her last boyfriend. Fake family emergency. Took money for bail for our cousin. Our cousin was never arrested. It's a pattern. That was new information. Me, did you tell the police about the pattern? Yes. They asked if she'd done anything similar before. I told them about the ex, gave them his name. They're going to contact him. Thank you for being honest. I love my sister, but she needs to face consequences. She's never had to. Mom always bails her out, literally and figuratively. Maybe this time she'll learn. Sent that conversation to Detective Harrison immediately. Established pattern of fraud strengthened the case significantly. Saturday night, things got weird. My building's front desk called up. Sir, there's a Trevor last name here asking to see you. Says it's urgent. Trevor, Val's ex. The Miami trip companion. Why the hell was he here? Tell him I'm not available. Watched on the camera app as the desk person relayed the message. Trevor got agitated, argued with them, eventually left. 20 minutes later, my phone buzzed with a message from yet another unknown number. Unknown. This is Trevor. We need to talk about Val. What you're doing to her is beyond wrong. She made a mistake, but you're literally ruining her life. The police, the lawsuit, trying to send her to jail? Over $5,000? Be a man and handle this privately. The audacity of this dude. The guy she cheated with, telling me to be a man. Me, Val committed wire fraud. That's not a mistake, it's a crime. She chose to involve police when she chose to lie and steal. She chose to file a frivolous lawsuit against me. The consequences are hers. Don't contact me again. Unknown, you're a vindictive piece of garbage. She told me what a controlling, abusive boyfriend you were. This proves it, and there it was, the abuse allegations. Saw that coming, eventually. Screenshot sent to Patterson and Harrison. Didn't respond to Trevor. Any response would just feed into whatever narrative they were building. Sunday morning, Brittany posted on her Instagram story, reminder that some people will ruin your life for their ego. Protect your peace from toxic men who can't handle rejection. Clearly about me. Comments were full of people asking what happened, her vague posting about someone she knows going through hell because her ex is vindictive. My friend Eric commented, "Wild how lying to steal $5 makes you the victim, huh?" She deleted the story an hour later, but the damage to Val's narrative was done. People started asking questions. Monday got a call from an unknown number. Against my better judgment, answered, "Is this my name?" Man's voice, professional, who's asking? This is Assistant U.S. Attorney Rodriguez. I'm calling about a wire fraud case involving Valerie, last name. Detective Harrison forwarded your case to our office. We'd like you to come in and provide a formal statement. My heart started hammering. The federal government is prosecuting this? We're reviewing it. Wire fraud is federal jurisdiction. The amount is lower than we typically pursue, but the deliberate nature of the fraud, the sister's testimony about a pattern, and the defendant's attempts to intimidate you through frivolous lawsuits and workplace harassment make this compelling. We want to send a message about wire fraud. Set up a meeting for Wednesday. When I got off the phone, I just sat there. This escalated beyond anything I imagined when I filed that first report. Final update: it's been 2 months. Time to close this chapter. Valerie was formally charged with wire fraud, federal, and theft by deception, state backup charge. Her arraignment was 6 weeks ago. She pled not guilty, got released on bail that her mom paid. Preliminary hearing is scheduled for next month. Her civil lawsuit against me, Patterson filed a motion to dismiss. Hearing was 3 weeks ago. Judge took about 15 minutes to review the facts. My police report with evidence, Val's admission via text that she took the money, her pattern of fraud Denise testified to, and dismissed with prejudice, meaning she can't refile it. Better? Judge ordered her to pay $8,400 for my legal fees. Patterson submitted our bill. Court agreed it was reasonable given the frivolous nature of her suit. Val's mom tried to appeal to me one last time. Showed up at my apartment again, this time with Brittany. I didn't answer the intercom, but I heard them through the door. "He's not even home," Brittany said. "He's home. He's just a coward who can't face what he's doing to her," Claire responded. Left a note under my door. Long handwritten thing about how Val's lawyer fees are drowning them, how she might go to prison, how I'm choosing vengeance over compassion, how Val is genuinely sorry and made a mistake in a moment of weakness. The note ended. "When you're old and alone because of your unforgiving nature, remember you had a chance to show mercy." I took a photo of it, sent it to Patterson, then threw it away. The entitlement never quits. Sorry, I won't show mercy to someone who deliberately defrauded me, lied about it, tried to gaslight me, attempted to get me fired, and sued me for reporting her crime. Her lawyer apparently approached the U.S. attorney about a plea deal, offered to plead guilty to a lesser charge in exchange for probation and restitution. AUSA Rodriguez rejected it. They want this prosecution as deterrent for wire fraud schemes, even small-scale ones. Trevor, meanwhile, disappeared from Val's social media entirely. Guess he wasn't interested in sticking around once federal charges hit. Denise told me he actually reached out to her apologizing for getting involved in family drama. Real stand-up guy. Val's event planning career is essentially over. Her company found out about the charges through a local news brief. Wire fraud made a short article in the crime section, and she's been quietly let go. Turns out, fraud charges don't look great when your job is managing other people's money for events. I haven't tried to find out more about her situation. Don't care to. Blocked her on everything, blocked her family and friends, moved on. The $5,000? Patterson's working on getting it back through restitution when she's sentenced. But honestly, even if I never see that money again, this outcome is worth it. She didn't just face a slap on the wrist or a learn your lesson speech. She's facing actual federal consequences. Her record will show this. Her career took the hit it deserved, and everyone in her life now knows exactly who she is. As for me, I'm doing okay. Weird mix of validated and exhausted. The process was draining. All the statements, court appearances, documentation. But I'd do it again, because the alternative was letting her get away with it, probably do it to the next guy, and continue believing she's entitled to manipulate people without consequences. Some people told me I went too far, that I should have just demanded the money back and cut her off. But here's the thing. She didn't just take money from me. She weaponized my trust and compassion. She lied about a family medical emergency, the kind of thing that makes you act without thinking, because what kind of monster wouldn't help? Then she gaslighted me, sued me, tried to ruin my job, and painted herself as the victim the entire time. People like that don't learn unless they face real consequences. Not just losing a relationship or having to pay money back. Real, lasting, legal consequences that follow them. Trevor tried to message me last week from a new account. Just said, "You happy now?" I blocked him without responding. But if I had? Yeah, I am happy. Not in a gleeful revenge way. Just satisfied. The system worked, justice happened, and I didn't have to compromise my integrity or let someone walk all over me to keep the peace. The preliminary hearing's next month. I'll update if anything significant happens, but honestly, I'm ready to close this book. Val made her choices, face her consequences, and I get to move forward knowing I did the right thing. For anyone dealing with something similar, trust your gut, document everything, and don't let people manipulate you into thinking consequences for their actions make you the bad guy. Sometimes the most satisfying revenge is just letting the justice system do its job. Final thought. A couple people asked if I ever found out what she actually spent the $5 on beyond Miami. According to her bank records that came out in Discovery, the hotel upgrade, bottle service, about $2,000 right there, shopping, and she sent $1,500 to Trevor for his business. She literally gave my money to her ex. The entitlement never stops amazing me. Done with this chapter. Time to live my life without liars in it.